I didn't want to put myself in a position where it felt like I was doing things to avoid the emotions I'm feeling. Actually, I wanted to embrace those emotions. You want to say you can only go through a tunnel confidently if you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Even if it's a tiny light, you'll walk through. You'll be like sinipale tu. That's where I'm supposed to go. So I was now in the process of walking through that tunnel. And I could see the light uko mwisho ni kadogo.
What business do you have going into a single mother's house?
Every business. Listen, I must ensure that the person I'm dealing with is stable. I must ensure you actually have a roof over your head. I must ensure.
So if I don't have a roof, will you give me the roof?
Then we must inspect your parking lot.
I mean, if I have a parking lot.
No, there are some people who've been kicked out of their houses. They are now sleeping in the car in the parking lot, which I don't judge. But my thing is all jokes aside. Listen, in all honesty, I do not condone messing with a single mother. Tell her the truth. My co-host Sheila.
Shout out to Sheila.
Where she was saying, we just want your presence, and I laughed.
Stories are jabba. Stories are jabba.
I just want your presence. Yeah, okay.
Even for a babe. Let me tell you, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I don't know if it's just a Kenyan experience. Now I have a policy nowadays that, I get a lot of DMs and I can't meet everyone.
Kick them my way, bro. Let me ask, if you could have a conversation with any historical figure, but they could only answer in the form of song lyrics, who would you talk to?
Does it have to be a musician or it can be anyone?
Anyone, but they have to answer in form of song lyrics.
I don't know.
How about you, Sheila?
I think a musician, I'd love to hear from Whitney.
Houston. About crack.
You grew up.
Asking for crack.
Okay, where did that come?
I even know which lyrics she'll be singing.
Okay. No. You need to apologize.
In public.
I'm sorry. She'll probably be singing. What's a song by OT Genesis?
I've got nothing. Oh, which one?
What's a song by OT Genesis? No. The one that really blew him up. Yeah, it's about snow. Yes. Yeah, that's what she'll be singing. Baking soda. I got baking soda.
What are we singing about? Drugs?
See, she said Whitney Houston. Now, Timafisi, why aren't you married?
First of all, let me clarify to everyone listening. I'm not Timafisi. Number one.
Anymore.
Yeah, that was a phase, and the dating market is. Let me just say, it's this guy who sang Dancehall about Nairobi. He actually explained the dating market right now, and it's like World War III out there. And the biggest problem we face as men is women want made men. They don't want to build with a man. And unfortunately, if you're not a corrupt individual, making that money so that women can come to you is not the easiest thing.
But the mother to your children.
If I can be very honest, my daughter hates coming over to my house. I had to downsize. No, it's easy. I had to downsize. And when I downsized, my daughter, this girl, I got the misfortune of getting a daughter who is exactly like me. So, not that she has standards, she's vocal. She's very vocal. So she told me, Papa, why did you move from a big house to this one?
Ouch.
Sweetie, it's because I needed to do some things and the money became small. So you're poor. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Oh, she's so real.
By the kwa deadbeat ni cheap, by the way. Do you know how cheap it is to be a deadbeat?
It spends nothing.
Just walk away. Unapotea tu mitini. Think I'd care. Rama doesn't take care of his kids. You think I care?
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Who are you? Watoto watamea kama bandi iko tu.
Watarudi tu wanatafuta baba yao.
By the way, being a deadbeat is so cheap.
Was it a series of conversations that it's not working out, and what are the next steps, or what was that process for you?
The breakup or the co-parenting conversation?
The co-parenting, the breakup. I understand.
The co-parenting conversation wasn't going, and so a lot of times when you break up with women, it's like the man they saw in you has disappeared. So now, just because you've broken up, you start assuming I'm not going to take care of my responsibilities, because they punish you and they want to see the worst. Because when they leave, you think, you're never going to do it without me. You're never going to be.
It's punishing you almost like for killing the man they had idealized.
Yes. And you see, there's a difference between men and women. When I vibe a babe, I vibe the babe who's in front of me, the one I'm seeing right now.
Okay.
As is.
When women,
I vibe you, your future, the potential.
Babes are seeing that guy 10 years from now. So it's like, if someone was to sell you a diamond and then they bring the diamond straight from the mine, iko na mchanga bado. That's what babes see.
Yeah.
Mimi naona hii ni mchanga ama hii ni diamond. There's no in between. I can clean this thing up. Naweza isafisha. I don't have the equipment. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Chim, tell us about your journey. So as she was going through this whole journey, where were you? What were you thinking about?
I was there, but I was a very unhappy participant.
Unwilling or unhappy?
No, it's not about not being willing.
Okay.
It was very unhappy. As I said before, when we conceived our son, I felt trapped and I lashed out. And when our son was born, I was late to come to hospital, but that was traffic, Langata Road traffic. But I was there.
Does it mean I need to tell him, bro, I like you, you like me?
But you meet your father before anything. Before you meet my son. Father. If you do not have a father, in my case, where my father, like I said, was useless, he must meet a mentor.
A mentor.
Or your elder brother.
At what point?
At the point where you begin to develop feelings for this guy. The point where he looks you in your eyes and you can tell it's no longer just seconding.
That's when you
There's
now
something.
The village
He's simping now. He's simping. The minute he starts simping, you tell this simp, you are a simp. Now meet my father. I call you daddy, go and call him daddy. You understand?
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying this is, as a man, your father knows how to suss out the useless men. He'll tell you, there are some men, especially simps. Simps are in love with the concept of love. There is a man who will sit you down and tell you, I not only love you, I love even your pet. Bosco, Simba has been running around in the neighborhood, but he tells you, I love Simba is skinny. Simba looks like problems and Kwashoko, but he tells you, I love even Simba.
He's very cute, by the way.
Your father will tell you, not this one.
So the other thing about being a parent of a child who has autism is autism and a lot of special needs are insulated, hidden from the society. So you find that a lot of autism parents complain of loneliness. Like they can't socialize. Like the things you're used to doing, you can't do anymore. Playgrounds, those are sensory rich places. They're too noisy. The children will scream. He's scared of the slides. You can't go to the play park. Restaurants. Oh my God, I don't do restaurants. No.
Wow.
No, I don't.
Why? Because of the noise around.
It's not even the noise. How will you sit and have a meal?
The thing I've also realized about my son, because he's an only child, he does not have enough playmates when it's just me and him. So I've had to learn how to play games. We'll be there doing, playing hide and seek together. And to be honest, sometimes I'm just tired. I'm like, this is the day I could be having a nap in the afternoon. But he wants us to play hide and seek. So what do we do? So I've tried to be very intentional on what do you want us to do? Do you want us to watch a movie? Do you want us to read a storybook? He's probably reading for me, or I'm reading, the other way around.
But this is how it goes with a school. Hi, I have a child. Would you like to admit them? They're very welcome.
Yeah.
Are you sure you will be able to handle him? No, bring him. We see if we can handle him. Pay this amount of fees, and then we'll see if and then buy the uniform. Are you sure? Yes, we can handle him. A week goes by. The child comes home. He doesn't look happy. I'm like, okay, there's something wrong, but I don't know what is wrong. The second week goes by. No, seriously, there's something wrong. The child is agitated. He comes home. He's screaming. He's hungry. Like he hasn't eaten the whole day. And I'm like, wait, I packed food. So
what happened?
What happened? And did he eat the school food? Or I was told, don't pack any school food. He'll eat what we have. By the end of the month, I'm like, this is not working. I know I paid fees, but my sanity is more important.
Even you, when you get to a certain stage, right? Let's say when you're in your 50s and you're a grandpa, right? And your daughter brings a man, right? It's gonna happen.
It is gonna spoil his whatever, man. Say.
Yeah.
Hey.
Forecasting, right? In many years, not next year.
As a single father, I'll be very honest, the same set of pressure that is on a single mother, I don't have. The same taboos that are around dating single mothers, I don't have. And I've said this before. In my experience, when I'm with the kids, I've been with the kids and you're there, and you know, like I have 2 children, right? I'll be holding one, my son, he'll be holding my daughter. And when we are walking, you get a lot of female attention. True or false?
Actually, they are a magnet for mamas. I don't know why, but yeah.
True story, by the way. And for me, what I'd say is this. With regards to single motherhood, my question with everything that we're saying is, well, you're in this situation now. Then what? You're here. The child is here. The guy you are dealing with, you chose poorly. Let's call a spade a spade. You chose poorly. He's left. Then what? So for me, mine would be, I guess in a way asking, how would you guys envision stepping up to help the single mothers in your sphere of influence, in your lives?
But so my first question would be, if you had one superpower,
what would it be? So here's the thing. I'd want to be able to mute my kids. I'm a good parent. Okay? But there are times I have had a long day at the office. I'm feeling very tired. And then when I open the door, they all want to say their stories, and there are 3 of them.
Yes.
Okay? So everyone is yabbering and Mom, I did. And I'm thinking,
Not today.
not now. Like a client is calling. I just had some bad email sent to me. So for that few seconds or minutes or an hour, just silence.
Yeah.
Mommy, pretend I'm not home.
Yeah.
That I'd love.
Interesting.
And then I mute them after I am ready to receive, because one of the things I've noticed is they can tell you're not listening. Mom was
they can.
They can tell you're not listening. So even if you let them yabba, they start feeling that Mom, even if I keep telling Mom
She's not listening, she's not present.
and then like, Mom, you're not listening. So that ability to mute and be able to fast breathe and gather myself and call myself to a meeting is an ability I'd want. Yes.
Carol?
I actually totally relate. In my mind, I was like, I want to be invisible. I want to be invisible. Let me just walk into the house, no one sees me.
Yes.
And then once I rest, then I can come back and, guys, I'm here.
My children is a fantastic mother. My children are very happy. And I always tell her I'm blessed to have her as the mother of my children. I could have done a lot worse because she did very poorly selecting the father of the kids. She was a useless man. I used to be very useless, but my children would detect a problem. She would be upset with me. I would tell her, real talk, I'd tell her, I'm coming through. And then, I invite her to my house. When I invite her to my house, she used to know to leave the kids in the car and come upstairs. She'd come upstairs and she'd find me in bed with someone. And we used to have to deal with that situation. That's how useless I used to be. I told you I'm reformed. That's how useless I used to be. So she'd come upstairs and find me in bed with someone. And let me tell you how good of a mother she is. It didn't matter what situation she found me in. It was cold water on the bed or drag me to the shower. Cold water, get up. The kids are downstairs. She'd be very angry. Very angry. Get up, the kids are downstairs. I hit the shower. I get some clothes. Once I get the clothes on, she would exit. She'd call.
Kids in. Yeah.
You good? We are coming up. She hated coming to my house. She hated coming to my house. Because she knew she would find
A situation.
Yeah. As I said, I was your quintessential Nairobi father. The Nairobi co-parent. I was useless. But this is also a great point at which we are going to segue to my personal question, not what was curated. Are you single?
Oh my goodness.
I've been asked by 3 different men to ask the panel, to ask my co-host, my sister. I'm not in the sister zone, but yeah, you get what I mean. To ask this question.
Yes, I'm very single. But I doubt if I'm ready to mingle.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
Now, let me ask you guys, do you think there is such a thing as a better parent? Bear with me, and I'm talking about like gender-wise. Is mom the better single parent or dad the better single parent? Bear with me. I'm asking because there is Pew research that states single fathers are more financially stable than single mothers. Therefore, it stands to reason that they are more capable of offering their children a better home environment, right? Because, for example, the example that we have is in America where single fathers out-earn single mothers by almost $20,000 a year. So a single father will earn about $40,000 on average. A single mother will earn about $26,000 on average. So does that mean that maybe single dads are better?
Are they really? Are they?
Do they even have that money?
Are they really?
Well, because I'm just about to ask, where is that money?
Yeah.
Because I can't see it.
I'll tell you guys the truth. Any man who has options, in as much as I'm seeing you angry, I'm just seeing you about to hit me. No. Any man who has options.
Yeah.
The truth is, there is no man with options who will go for a single mother. None.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because it is a monumentally imbalanced relationship. Understand something. Yeah? You're a single mom, yeah? What's your first priority?
Myself. And then my children.
Exactly.
Yeah. A guy will be like,
right?
phone number.
Actually, I kid you not, as a single mother, even above you, and I say this because I know if food is scarce, you're going hungry. But they will eat.
Obviously.
So even above yourself is your children, are your children, right? Now, that is how it's supposed to be. Any man who is willing to date a woman who does not prioritize her children, yo, sister, you need to actually start doing some digging. There's a problem there. So you call me baby.
Even on that, I haven't even gotten to that point of.
No, daddy has to spend money. Me call me baby. Yeah,
Baby boy.
Yeah,
So you're the other baby of the house.
Hey. Baby boy, you stay on my mind.
Oh my god.
Chill. Stay focused here.